Intro. Yeah, move over this way a little bit. I feel like, yeah, there you go. A little more. Get close to me, dog. You love me or something. Not that close, nigga. Back the fuck up. All right. Intro. We are certified big backs and we are here to stay. This is our podcast and we are going to play. Big back. Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast, guys. My name is Louie.
My name is John.
And we are Echoes from the Pod. Today, we're going to have a conversation about mental health. We're going to have a conversation about work. We're going to have a conversation about other stuff. I want to know how your day went.
Oh, well, we just jumping right into it.
We're just jumping right in.
So today, let's see. Today I woke up.
It's been a day, and he needs to talk about it.
Thank God. Hallelujah. I woke up. Praise Jesus. Woke up, man. Got ready. Day went as normal. Went to work. Had our turnout. Got our job assignments. It had me running the unit basically today, and man, it was a cluster. It was a cluster, man. It's kind of hard to explain my day without getting too detailed, but it was a cluster, man. It was super busy. Had a lot going on. There was a lot of movement, a lot of activities. We had people there watching us today, evaluating us, as you could say, and
higher ups from
other parts, other units and stuff. Watching
from the hub.
Yeah, the hub.
From the hub of
and really, on
prison
these
system.
These people weren't even from the hub. They were from another unit. Just people that outranked us, doing an audit. I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's an audit, making sure we're doing what we're supposed to. We're doing our job, and then we had the pre-service class come doing rounds today, and that sergeant that brought them through is a very known sergeant from all of us. He used to work with us.
He's a good buddy.
Yeah, he used to work with us. He's a relative of mine. Crazy guy.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's actually related to me. Really, not even him. He was married to my cousin. Unfortunately, my cousin ended up passing away.
I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, I remember.
But yes, she was my cousin, and he was married to her. So he was my cousin by marriage. I claim him. He's a goofy little white boy. I claim him. It is what it is.
So, what you could say has been a stressful day.
It's been a stressful day. It's been a very stressful day. And then after, I did my cool 12, 13 hours. Hey man, you gotta stay late. Cool. What are we doing? Oh, we're doing this. All right, cool. Let's get it done. Now we're gonna do this. Okay. Now we're gonna do this. All right, man. Y'all are getting a little ridiculous now.
The reason he's saying is because the units are so short. We are short on manpower, so some officers, if not all officers, end up staying later than their 12 hours. Because normally you're scheduled for a 12-hour shift.
And that's basically what we did today.
Yeah.
All officers that were assigned to my card and shift had to stay because we get help from other units, other departments, as you know.
Yep.
Come help us do what we have to do to facilitate our facility and run it the way it's supposed to.
Now, my department, I am what is known as H card, or I'm not on the 4 on, 4 off 12-hour shifts. I'm Monday through Friday, 8-hour shifts. Now, we normally, or not normally, I should say, what we've been doing recently is we get asked to go help feed chow, or we'll go asked to go help
assist. Basically, he helps us. He helps me, and helps the unit and my coworkers. Helps us facilitate, and I don't like the word facilitate. He helps us manage and run building operations. But real quick, before we get any further, I told y'all I was gonna get
the tiger's blood.
The tiger's blood.
That is right.
Let's
from our sponsors, Dubby.
Not sponsors, our partners.
Our partners, excuse me.
Yes, our partners, Dubby. I finally got it, guys, and this tiger's blood. Let me tell you.
It's delicious.
I do not like coconut, right? I'm not a big coconut guy. I don't know what it is. It might be the texture, the consistency. I don't know what it is. But for some reason, I like tiger's blood snow cones. Right? And that's kind of basically the only coconut besides an ocean water because you really can't taste it as much. But this tiger's blood, man, is the way to go. This right now is my favorite. It's hitting real hard. But as you can also see,
we got this Igris Strike
Solo
is
leveling that we were talking about.
a blue tropical punch, which is actually not bad. I like it more than the push and punch.
No, that's my Tiger's Blood, homeboy.
Oh, the
This
push and
is
punch.
Push and punch.
This one's all right, but I like the blue taste, that the blue dye that they put in there.
That's a little weird. He likes the flavor of dye.
That's you.
But like we told y'all guys, we were gonna get more products and sample them. This is our partner. Thank you, Dubby, for allowing us to be in this growing community with you, so that way yours, mine, and ours can be amazing.
So remember, go to www.dubby.gg.
They also got shakers. I don't know if y'all saw it yet. Hold on, let me see. I got the black and purple Dubby shaker.
I got a gray and blue.
He got his with the creators bundle.
Yeah.
Which came with some other samples and some stickers. So, you know, we don't have just these three flavors. We tried out other flavors.
Yeah, so go to dubby.gg. At checkout, put in the code EFTP69. And you'll get 10% off.
Was it an exclamation point?
No exclamation point.
No exclamation point.
You'll get 10% off your order.
And it helps them. It helps us. So we can continue to make more content.
And the product tastes great.
And I ain't gonna lie. The flavors on point. Not blue coconut. Damn. Tiger's blood on point. I told you I was gonna do it. This Icarus, right? Icarus?
Icarus Strike, yeah.
Icarus Strike. Not gonna lie. I fucks with it. It's pretty good. This push and punch, you know, like I said, it was our first one. It's good. But I'm sorry. Tiger's blood blows it out the water. This one blows it out the water. We're getting there, guys. Getting there. Getting more product. Getting more, you know.
Trust me, we'll try out some more.
I don't know about the s'mores thing, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm trying this more, for sure. That one you put with milk, though. So it's not...
I like milk, bro. You messing my milk, I'm gonna have some problems.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna have some problems. But anyways, let's get back to what we were talking about.
So
we're gonna take that moment and thank our sponsor.
So you had to run the day.
I had to run the day, yes.
What kind of challenges did you meet today? What was...
Well, let's see.
One of the first challenges.
Man.
Or the biggest challenge.
Well, I don't even know, man. It's not necessarily the biggest challenge.
I heard some stuff on the radio earlier today.
It's
issues on on close custody building. A lot of the G5s were causing issues, I guess we
were running rec.
Yeah.
And
recreation.
You know, we hadn't ran rec in a good little minute, you know, due to being short of staff.
Yeah.
And you know, when you give a little, sometimes they want to take a mile.
Yeah.
But you know, in the same sense, I don't blame them. I get it. You ain't been to rec in a hot minute. You want to enjoy that time outside. I get it, man. But at the end of the day, there's still a protocol we gotta follow, and you know what time it is.
Yeah.
You get your allotted time. Hey, bro, come inside.
Yeah.
So you know, we had some that were bucking. You know, just trying to be an ass. You know, make us work type deal. You know, eventually, you know, everybody complied without any big issues, without any big uses of force or anything like that. More of a show of force where we got enough people down there. Hey man, y'all know what time it is. Just do it. We ain't trying to do this. Just go to the house.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We went to the house. That was a challenge, and that wasn't necessarily one of my challenges. It was just a challenge of the unit for the day.
Yeah.
Man, count, dude. Count.
Oh yeah,
Count.
the count.
I don't understand. Count is the most important thing we do on the penitentiary. Can't have a day without count. We have to keep these inmates accountable and ensure that they serve their punishment to the state.
And correct me if I'm wrong, there's 6 counts in a day? 2 in the morning, 4 at night? Or is it 8 counts?
Man, I want to say 7, but I think they took one away.
So I'm pretty sure it's
nights,
6. Yeah,
I think it went down to 6. I know we do 2 during the day for sure. But
so as you know,
part of nights in a minute.
Part of the job for a correctional officer is to keep these guys within the walls. Make sure they stay within the walls. So a count procedure is conducted at least 6 times a day in a 24-hour period.
It might even be 7
in a 24-hour period.
I just can't. I'm a little frustrated. It's been a hell of a day. Can't really think too clearly at the moment, but I want to say it's 7. But I could be wrong. I'm not perfect.
But that's what we're here for. We're here to talk out.
What's going on,
talk out our frustrations.
You know what I mean?
Help each other.
It's just, and sometimes, man, frustrations they can't really just be avoided.
Yeah.
It's just, And I hate to say it, man. Sometimes there's just some dumb shit going on.
No, absolutely.
There's just some dumb
Absolutely.
shit. Whether it be with the inmates, whether it be with my own coworkers, whether it be with supervisors. You know, it's just sometimes, man. It's just a lot of dumb shit.
I do wanna shout out my coworker here. Yesterday, we had an inmate who was going through some mental issues,
Mental health issues himself.
and he was gonna jump off of 3 row.
He was actually tied off at the neck with a noose and tied off to the rail itself. In the penitentiary, the only thing you really have is your word. A lot of people don't understand what a simple, hey man, I'll get back to you. Or hey man, let me go find out. And then you not doing that, a lot of people don't understand. Your word is everything. Hey man, I'm going to check into it. Get back with me 20, 30 minutes. And it's either, hey man, I got to, or no man, I didn't. And when I get an answer, I got you. And just those little simple things, man. You get back to him, hey bro, I called the property officer's not here. Hey man, Securus isn't here.
They remember those.
Yeah,
They
I don't
remember
have any
these.
paperwork. Let me get some. I'll get it to you.
They remember that.
You know what I mean? Because your word means a lot.
Yeah.
So basically what happened was, it was an inmate who was experiencing mental health crisis issues, and he was threatening to jump off 3 row and hang himself, basically. And we respond, you know what I mean? I show up, and everybody's yelling, everybody's talking. The inmates are like, nah, I don't want to talk to none of y'all. Fuck y'all, blah, blah, blah. Don't come up here. So I told him, I said, hey, man, talk to me. And he looked at me, and, you know, this is an inmate I recognize, I have a rapport with. He said, you know what? Hey, man, you come up here. I'm only talking to you, nobody else. Cool, I got you. So I go make my fat ass all the way up to 3 row. Go over there, leaning on the rail. The dude's about this far from me on my other side, right? And I'm leaning on the rail. I'm like, hey, man, talk to me. What's going on? You know, he starts explaining to me what is going on, you know, what he has going on, what he's feeling. And I told him, I said, that's cool, man. I understand you got all that going on, but I need you to get down. I'm not going to talk to you. You don't need to go to this extreme to get the attention that you need. Get down. And he was like, nah, G, like, I'm not going to do that, bro. But, like, I fuck with you. If you give me your word, you'll take me out here right now. I got you. I said, hey, bro, I got you. Get down. So it takes a noose around his neck. He gets up. He turns around. And, yeah, man, put these cuffs on. I said, oh, dude, you're a man. Walk. We walk out the pod. You know, everyone's like, what'd you do? I said, I just talked to the guy. And, you know, he expressed to me that he had tried to get help from other people. And, you know, with us being so short of staff, you know, sometimes things get forgotten or things get put on the back burner, and it just doesn't happen. You know, thankfully that I knew this inmate, kind of, you know, not even fully. Like, I knew his face, I didn't know his name type deal. But, I mean, he knew me. And there were other people in there that were like, hey, man, listen to G. G's going to do what he says. And I did. Brought him down, walked him out. Hey, dude, we're men. We're men. I'm not going to treat you like a kid. Walk. And he did. And he walked by himself all the way down. You know, we talked about it. I said, all right, man, here's the man you need to talk to. Talk to this lieutenant, and they got you from there. I did my part.
It's unfortunate that a lot of the times mental health issues get put in the back burner, especially for inmates. Now, I understand they've committed crimes, they're in there doing their time, but it doesn't mean that we have to go in there and make it harder for them and make it harder for ourselves at the same time.
My big philosophy is, man, I'm not here to make your time harder.
Yeah.
Don't make
Absolutely.
my job harder.
Yeah.
You make my job harder, I'm gonna make your time harder. It's that
So
simple.
it's as simple as hearing them out, listening to them, understanding that they have issues, they got problems. Maybe they had a death in the family. Maybe they had something go on. Maybe they had their child doesn't want to see them anymore. Whatever the case may
And
be.
sometimes it is that simple.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's something as simple as, hey, man, I ain't heard from my wife in 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is she busy? Like, what's up? I don't know. You know. Okay. Well, I mean, don't freak out. You know.
Yeah.
Talk to me, dude. What was the last? Were y'all fighting? Were y'all? No, man. I just ain't heard from her. And then like, all right, bro, give it one more day. If not, get back with me tomorrow. You know, and tomorrow first thing in the morning. You know, if you ain't heard from her, let me know. I'll see what I can do. And you know, 9 times out of 10, not all the time, but hey, man, I got a hold of her. She finally, you know, she had something going on.
Yeah.
Or she was busy. You know,
Yeah.
she just couldn't talk. You know, so I was like, all right, man. See, you were in there stressing and tripping for nothing.
Yeah.
You know, you this could have been a lot worse for something that you could have just waited a little bit longer. You know what I mean? And then helped. It helped. You know, sometimes just standing there too, and even just listening and actively listening.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
standing
absolutely.
there with your arms crossed. You know, I have a bad habit of that, dude. I stand there with my arms crossed and I look at him, but I'm still listening, but I'm looking at everything else because of where I'm at. I have to pay attention to other things.
Yeah.
And a lot of them understand that. They know, hey, man, G's going to listen to you. And if he doesn't, he'll ask you a question. Hey, what did you say? Or repeat that again. I learned a long time ago that I repeat back basically what they said in a different form. Summarize it. Okay, cool. This is what you got going on. This is what you need. This is why. Yeah, cool. All right, man, get back with me later. Or I'll do it right then and there if I'm not busy. And pick this phone up, man. Hey, you good? Hey, this is what I need. No, I can't do it. Okay, cool. Hey, man, can't do it.
Yeah.
And it's just as simple as you tried, you listened, and you talked to them.
All they're looking for is you to do your job.
Basically.
And your job is to make sure they have what they're allowed to have, nothing more, nothing less. Give them the necessities. And if they're lacking in the necessities, if they're lacking in something they need, they want you to find out if you can do it for them. And there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, you're missing a mat? Let me find out.
Yeah, if I can get one, I'll get you one.
Woo, woo, woo. Hey, I got you a mat. I'll go get it for you later. Or come to the laundry, come pick it up.
And it might not even be the best mat.
Yeah,
but
you know.
Man, it's something.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of them will tell you, hey, man, you know what? That's good. I'm not going to take it. That's a fucked up mat. But at least you tried.
Yeah.
You know, or they see you putting in that effort. Hey, man, I ain't got none. All right, cool. But, I know you called and stuff. So you're good. You know what I mean? Simple things like that.
And
that help you build that rapport with the inmates. Because one inmate will be like, hey, man, if he tells you he's going to do it, he's going to do it.
Yeah.
You know, and I ain't gonna lie, there's been times where, like, hey, man, I fucked up and I forgot to go back. You know, whether it been, like, my Friday and I was so busy, like today, I forgot to get back with him. But then that first day back, I'll see him and I'll be like, oh, fuck, you know what, man? This is what they said. Or I'll be like, hey, you know what, man? I got so busy I didn't do it. Let me do it right now. And I'll take care of it.
Yeah, but as long as you follow up, they understand that you're busy and they understand stuff like that.
Exactly.
So, but when I heard that on the radio that was going on, and I heard that they called him down, or he went down there, and they said, hey, he's going to talk to the inmate, I knew he was good. Because I know he's got good communication skills with everybody. With everybody. And so 99% of the time, he's able to talk them down from their issues.
Whether it be they're just mad about something, whether it be they need mental health, whether it be just something as simple as, hey, man, I'm mad because I need a mat, nobody's listening to me. I need a nice 60, nobody's listening to me. I just need somebody to know that, hey, man, I'm having these problems. Cool, bro, talk to me. I'm not tripping. This is what I get paid for. I'll listen to you.
And not all units have it like this, but there are some units where the officers just
don't give it.
They don't care. They're like, you know what? You got this going on. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go do what I want to do. I'm gonna go do what I need to do. And then if I have time, maybe I'll even think about coming back over here. And it sucks because then it makes the day worse for everybody else who's got to work in that pod from the day shift to night shift. Doesn't really matter. So anybody who has to work on that pod, who has to go on there, mailroom if they have to go make deliveries, grievance, medical if they have to go down there, parole, they'll all have to deal with this guy who's angry because
at somebody else.
Yeah, at somebody else because one officer decided he's not going to do his job.
Yeah, and you know, unfortunately, we have to deal with that shit.
Absolutely.
I ain't lie, man. There's some people out there that I just want to slap the fuck out of, but I can't
because they add more stress. They add more
it's unnecessary, issues, man.
And they make it to where they make it to where you don't want to. It's hard to say, like, you don't want to even go to work because you already know
the type of issues you're gonna have,
exactly,
the people that you have to work with.
But
there's certain individuals where, like, hey, man, you're gonna be with so and so today. Fuck, you know what kind of day you're gonna have. Or, hey, man, you're gonna be so and so. Overstood. Let's go. I got this.
But that's where your integrity comes in. That's where your courage comes in. Perseverance comes in.
Commitment.
Yeah, because you have to have all that to be able to work at a prison. I always thought it was just words, but once you get into it, like, you know, we've been there almost, you know, him almost 10 or whatever. You start to understand that these words have meaning, and there's a reason they chose these words, to have the courage to go in there and not only face these, you know, murderers and you know, these convicts, but to face them and still do your job to get them what they're allowed to have, nothing more, nothing less. Like, this guy,
even that, just to have the courage to, man, some of them dudes have been in prison longer than I've been alive.
Yeah, that's absolutely. And
they're listening to somebody my age. Hey, man, stop doing that. Hey, bro, you know what you're supposed to do. Hey, bro, chill out.
Yeah.
Stop. I had an inmate today going off on a sergeant, right? And I got dead in his face and say, hey, bro, stop. Stop. What are you yelling for? At the end of the day, you're gonna be wrong. So stop.
Yeah.
And he looked me dead in my eyes. He said, "You know what, G? You're right, man. I apologize." Hey, bro, don't apologize to me. Apologize to that man. You're yelling at him.
Yeah.
I'm telling you to stop because you, at the end of the day, are gonna get fucked.
Yeah.
So stop it.
And there's a lot of times, there's been a few times where I've noticed that officers aren't correctly aware of what's going on. I mean, an inmate who's known to be assaultive has his hands in his pocket. He can have anything in his hands. And he's standing this close to you? No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, there's been
Stand back.
there's been times
Take your hands
where
out of your pocket.
they've pulled weapons out and stabbed officers.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
On the unit, you know what I mean, that we're at. You know,
Yeah, absolutely.
granted, it happened 99, maybe 90,
Decades ago.
98. That was a long time ago. I was barely born yet. You know what I'm saying?
12.
You were 40, but you know what I mean. You know,
Fuck you.
But it's crazy. You know, the things that we have.
I
to
was
deal
12
with,
in 98 for...
the things we have to deal with, and the amount of stress that goes along with this job. And like you said, man, the perseverance, the courage, the integrity, the commitment. Even though I had such a shit day, and it really wasn't even a bad day, man. It was just a very stressful day.
Yeah.
I still gonna go in and work tomorrow.
course,
I'm
absolutely.
still gonna go in and do my 3 days of overtime. You know, I'm still gonna do what I gotta do to provide and take care
we
of my
still
business.
we have bills to pay.
You know?
We have
And I can lie,
families
man,
to
there's
take care of.
days that I'm just like, you know what, bro, fuck this job. You know, like them TikToks you see, hey man, when your best friend quit, I'm gonna quit too. When you quit, let me know. Being there like, hey, fuck this job, you know. But you know, you talk all that shit, but what are you doing the next day?
Yeah.
Let me get up, get ready for work. You know,
you know what I'm saying?
Start all over again.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
and that's just the way life is as an adult. You have to understand
I
that.
try to treat it like, let's say you're an inmate, man. I get into it with you today. Tomorrow comes, you come up all fucked up and mad still. Hey, bro, what are you mad about? That was yesterday.
Yeah.
It's a new day. Stop it.
Yeah.
You want to start off fucked up? We can end fucked up. I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
But it's a new day. Let that shit go. What's up? What you need?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not one to big hold grudges. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you ain't gonna get nowhere.
Yeah.
It's tiring, bro. It's tiring being mad all the time. It's tiring being angry with somebody or frustrated. You know what I mean? That shit gets exhausting, bro. Fuck that.
Yeah. And what helps with your mental health and stuff is coming home, to a nice cooked dinner.
Yeah.
Your house is clean. You came down. It de-stresses you a little bit. You get to talk to your wife. Have
I ain't gonna lie,
good
dude,
conversation.
A big stress reliever for me is showers, bro. Take a
Oh
hot
yeah, absolutely.
shower.
Yeah.
My favorite thing.
Get all that stank off of you.
Well, not even just that, man. My favorite thing is a hot shower with a cold beer in the shower. People judge me all you want. I don't care. Try it.
I had a
hot beer, or not a hot beer. A hot shower with an ice cold beer, just sitting. Man, it's a whole.
I had a roommate one time. I don't think you were there when he was there. He was a sergeant, and he was living with me and my ex-wife at the time. And he was a functional drunk.
Oh man, I know people.
I mean, he had to have a 12-pack all the time, and he would get up in the morning. That's his breakfast. He'd brush his teeth, go get a beer, he'd go take a shower, 2 beers in his hand. He'd come back. He'd go play. He'd be in his room playing games, just beers all day. Once he runs out, he'd go buy another fucking 24-pack. Came back, and they were the Bud Light aluminum cans.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bud Light, gross.
And he would drink all day.
Not a sponsor.
And he was never drunk. Like he would drink all day.
He was drunk.
And
he
he
was
was just never.
well.
He
There's
never
people,
showed
man, that
signs of being like super fucked up.
Yeah.
He was ex-Marine and stuff like that.
He wasn't drinking to like be silly.
Yeah.
I mean, he was drinking to function.
Yeah.
You know, and there are some people out there that are like that,
Yeah,
man. There's some
absolutely.
people out there that are like that. But you know what, hey, man, that's enough about me, dog. How was your day, bro?
My day, I'm gonna be honest. It was surprisingly calm.
That's crazy. I dare you say that word.
My day, we didn't really do much.
Must be nice.
It was nice because I mean every other day,
sweating and stressing. You should.
every other day we're working. We're in there searching. We're doing our job.
Yeah, for sure.
Like today, I went in at 5 in the morning. I didn't get out till 6:30 p.m. I went at 5 in the morning.
You stayed 12?
Yeah, I stayed 12.
That's good.
5 in the morning. I searched employees coming in for shift, and then we came out. We did some training. We went back inside. I searched admin offices. I have to search every area at least once a month. So that was on the schedule for today. Was admin offices, upper admin and lower admin. So we searched that. We did some more training, and then we came out, and then we had a little bit of a. We cooked some food out at the kennel, and
What did you
then
eat today?
we had some beef fajita.
Wow.
Yeah, Sarge bought some.
Crazy.
Sarge bought some beef fajita.
Not even an AG. You want a taco? That's because you came in and that's what them sodas
That's
were
what
for.
the sodas were for.
That's
I offered to
great.
buy you
You
something from
offered me
commissary.
some soda, dog.
That's not what I offered you.
You didn't say. You didn't
That's
say.
not what I offered you.
You weren't like AG. We cooking. You want something to eat. Every time I cook, I offer you food, don't I?
I didn't
I'm
bring
salty.
anything.
I'm salty.
Anyways,
I'm a little bit.
after that, then it was count was running slow, so we had to be
quick points.
what are known as quick points, which is a point around the unit where we can just watch to make sure no one jumps the fence. We get in our personal vehicles, drive around, park in a spot, and watch
personal operating vehicle. Right? PO?
Yeah,
I
POV.
don't know what the O stands for.
Personal operated vehicle.
Personal operating vehicle. you know.
And watch the unit just to make sure no one jumps the fence. And we were doing that for like 2 hours.
Hey, bro, stop it.
It was like 2 hours.
Stop it.
It was a long time.
We do not take that long to count.
I don't know who you lying to.
It does not take that long to,
Look me in my
to
eyes.
clear count.
Look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes. It took 2 hours.
It took a good minute. It took a minute.
There's no time limit, right? In a sense,
There is.
they want you to count the entire unit in an hour.
They want you to not count the entire unit in an hour. They want you to clear count
yeah.
within an hour.
Within an
Clearing
hour.
count basically means everybody is accounted
for.
for. That is crazy.
And 9 times out of
Sometimes.
10, it doesn't. It takes longer than that.
And
it
you know
doesn't take
that-
that much longer. Maybe an hour and a half.
Some days,
2 hours.
Some days we have good days, some days we have bad days. Man, I've cleared count when I was a lieutenant in 45 minutes. And it wasn't even me. On the cool was my people in the buildings doing their job,
Yeah.
being on top of their game, doing what they're supposed to help clear count. Because as a lieutenant, you just kind of sit there. Hey man, what's your count? Cool. At the time, we didn't do it on the computer like we did, bro. We were doing that shit by hand with the calculator, dude.
Yeah.
My fucking arthritis would kick in trying to. But
Yeah, because you got to think about it. We have almost 3,000 inmates,
almost
and he has to account for all of them
every single one
on
of
pencil
them.
and paper.
And let one of them not be there, and guess
Yeah.
whose fault that is?
Yeah,
Mine.
that's all pencil and paper. He had to do that when he was a lieutenant.
Yeah.
Now they have computers,
I did it on the
technology,
computer. I did it on the computer for like
and check this.
a week.
Soon they're going to be
Hate that
getting
shit.
officers' tablets to be able to do the count on the tablet,
That is crazy.
and it's going to go straight to the computers.
I don't know about all that, bro.
So
I think we are getting too technologically advanced. Granted, I'm not saying we need to live in the Stone Age, but at the same time, we are getting too reliant
Mm-hmm.
on technology.
yeah, because now the inmates are getting tablets. Well, they got tablets,
They're not getting. They got
got
homeboy
tablets.
for like a year, and it's
Yeah.
changed now.
and
about a year. About a year.
it's changed the dynamic of the prison.
And you know what's real crazy, bro? I remember when we first got them. I remember the day we
I
were
remember that.
issuing them.
I
I was
remember that.
there.
I was there.
I was there. We were issuing out tablets, and man, it was the most craziest thing ever. You'd walk into a pod, it was dead silent because everybody on their tablet. Because you can get movies, games,
Books.
music, books,
Yeah.
newspapers on there. So everybody was in their cell, man, doing their own thing. It was a dramatic change, and everyone
Yeah.
was like, "Man, this is how it's gonna be
Yeah.
from now on." Not gonna lie, it was cool, dude. It was peaceful. It was peaceful as fuck. That lasted a month and a half.
Yeah, because then
maybe.
they were breaking, they were getting stolen, and then they
fucking
weren't
trying
working.
to jailbreak that shit. They were
Yeah.
trying to add a booster to boost the signal, to boost the sound.
Yeah.
Man, they were just fucking them up. And man, I still remember. Like I said, I've been in this system going on 10 years. 10 years ago, man, never in a million years did I think inmates would get tablets.
Right, I didn't think that
Bro, what do you
either.
mean, dog? You're not getting a tablet. What you need, bro? Pen and paper, man. Pen and paper. And then they got tablets, and I was like, excuse me? What you say? And then, cool, man, this is going to be real awesome. And then, man, it turned into a pain in the ass.
Oh my God, yes. And then when they were hiring the people who fix the tablets and work on the tablets, then it's like, well, I need to go talk to this person. And they want to come off the building, and they want to do this, and they want to do that.
And they expected you to do it right then.
Yeah,
and
and then those
this
people don't
person
even show
doesn't
up.
have to. And not even that's not that they wouldn't show up. They were at another unit.
Yeah.
Because that one person was in charge of the 3 or 4 units we have down here in this area.
It was,
it's not like they could just be at the unit 24/7 and. You know, you have over 3,000, or not over 3,000, but you got damn near 3,000 inmates all trying to talk to this lady.
Yeah, it's paying
this
the butt.
man.
That's
not how that works, man. That shit was.
But it did calm.
crazy.
It did calm the unit down a little bit. It's
a little bit.
It got a little. It's gotten a little more wild as
Excuse me.
the year has gone on because, you know, now the punishment is hey, take the tablet.
And man, you take that tablet, they get to crying.
Oh yeah.
That's my tablet. I paid $140 for it.
Is it?
First
You got
of
the
all,
first one
it was
free.
free.
Yeah, you got the first
And
one free.
You broke it, so now you had to pay the $140 or whatever it was to get a new one. That's not on me, dog. No one told you to break that shit.
But with the tablets come less mail,
For sure.
so they get all their mails digital.
On the tablet.
They get to purchase stuff easier. They get to watch
Games,
movies,
music.
you know, play games, all that stuff, listen to music. So it keeps them occupied
To an
rather than
extent. Because depending on your custody level, you get different perks.
yeah.
Like it's kind of like, I don't know how other way to describe it than like the bronze, silver, and gold package of your local car wash. I mean, our local car wash has 3 different packages. You know, whatever. And the
Kahuna.
gold,
Yeah.
the gold is the best one type deal. And if you have a better custody, a lower custody, you get more perks.
Yeah, you get to call home more
opposed
often.
to the people who are administratively segregated or the higher custodies because they don't know how to listen, they have behavior issues, or unfortunately they're just a very bad criminal. You know what I mean? And they're very staff assaultive, you know, whatever the case may be. Assaultive
the
in
other
general.
day, The other day, I saw the sergeant for this security threat group get headbutted because he was going to take a tablet from one of the inmates who was handcuffed, who was from restrictive housing. I lost that word there for a second because he had a cell phone in it.
In the tablet?
In the tablet.
That's crazy. That's what he gets.
Yep, he had a cell phone in the tablet.
Why
So
wouldn't he take it?
So what happened was, right, the camera sergeant had viewed the cameras while these guys were at rec, and noticed that they were on the tablet holding it kind of funny. So when he zoomed in on the camera, he noticed that the tablet had a phone in it.
And that's crazy because our cameras aren't that good.
They're a lot better now.
That's crazy.
They've been upgraded. And
100%.
so he called the sergeant for the security threat group, and what the security threat group is like the gang intelligence, GI. So they call him, and so they make their way down there, and as they're pulling this inmate out from rec, he's like, "Hey, I need that tablet," and the guy refused to give it to him, but he was already handcuffed, so there's not much he can do to stop him. So the sergeant went and grabbed the tablet, and as he grabbed the tablet, the inmate, boom, headbutted him, hit him, clocked him right in his jaw.
That's crazy because that guy is very tall.
Yeah, he is very tall. Well, this guy was a very big inmate,
okay.
big white guy. And so when that happened, I was there. My coworker was there with our canines, and there was 2 sergeants and a couple officers, and then we jumped on him. And so they grab him and they kind of push him towards the fence or the bars. And so I go and I grab his legs, and then we kind of go down. And as we're going down, we're holding him down, and then they finally get the leg restraints and stuff to get him on him. But to find out that there was a cell phone in that tablet was pretty
That's
intense.
kind of crazy, dude, because they're only like maybe an inch and a half, maybe thick. So that's a pretty thin phone. But I mean, look at our phones nowadays, dude. I mean, look how like thin this is. You know what I mean? It's nothing.
Oh yeah, and this didn't have the case on it. You know what I'm saying? So
it's nowhere near an inch. You know what I mean? So yeah, I could see it. I believe it.
So that was an interesting day. I had to write, do a statement and all that because I was part of Use of Force.
You don't do no statement anymore, man. They just record you now.
Yeah, they record your statement,
which is pretty cool. I'm glad they do that because, man, them
writing that statement down was a pain.
sucked.
It's a pain in the butt.
You know, granted, I was a supervisor, so I got to type mine real cool. You know what I mean? But hey, when I wasn't, that shit sucked.
But my instinct kicked in from my years of experience that go for the legs.
Yeah,
Because
and it's funny, dude. I've seen it where you're on somebody who's bigger. You know what I mean? I'm 5'5", 360. You know, I'm pulling one way, somebody's pulling the other way, we're not gonna get anywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not getting nowhere, and you just look like a retard fucking doing tug of
limbo,
war back
yeah.
and forth. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, what are we doing? And I've seen it, dude. I've seen it, man, and it's super embarrassing.
Yeah.
Super embarrassing.
It's crazy because like when I started and I was on the close custody building, it was the same group of guys every day for years.
That's how it always is.
Yeah, for years. And it never changed. The guys never changed. We came in as a group, left as a group. But we all knew each other's role.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm there and I'm on the right side, we're gonna pull to the right.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to the same side. That way we had that coordination and it was none of this
Back and forth.
back and forth. Is
Yeah,
everybody knew their role.
You look silly, man. I hate
Yeah.
to say it, but you look silly. We look real bad
Yeah.
when stuff like that happens.
And so uses of force went smooth and it went fast and it was quick and
And you know what's crazy, man? So like, when all that happened, you know what I mean? And I was on that building because, like I said, I was on that building for a year and a half too. And you know, like you said, we all know our roles. You work with these same people every day, every day, every day. So if you get into a use of force, I mean, you know who's gonna show up.
yeah.
And when you know who shows up, you just gotta look at them, bro. You already know. First off, you're tiny, I'm big. We're going my way.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, because I'm not going your way. You know, because then you got the inmate and you got me. Nah, bro. We're gonna go this way. Period. Those are the rules. The biggest guy. You always go towards the biggest
Yeah,
person.
absolutely.
Whoever the biggest person was, you're pushing towards them. Because one, they're big. They hit the ground first. They're gonna be okay. Two, it just makes more sense.
Yeah.
You know,
All the
it's just-
strength is on that side.
yeah,
So
the
yeah.
strength, the momentum, everything is that way. You know, gravity sucks.
Yeah.
And it hurts very badly. You know,
But
so
it
you
was
pull
a-
to you
yeah.
pull to wherever the biggest guy was.
There's stressful moments. And so my fight or flight kicked in. And we were able to subdue that guy, get him in hand restraints, and then put him in a cell and stuff
Oh,
like
he
that.
was already in hammer strengths.
Well, in leg restraints, I should say.
There you go. Did you
And-
put him on a gurney?
No, he walked. He walked. He was talking 9 miles of shit, but he walked.
Always.
And it was just
Always.
this whole thing. But it was. I hadn't been in a use of force in a while.
What do you mean, bro? You were with one of me on the stairway.
Oh yeah,
That wasn't that long ago.
That wasn't that long.
I was a supervisor.
It wasn't that long ago.
A supervisor.
Oh yeah, where the guy he was trying to headbutt me. That's right.
Yeah, you were. There's one of y'all.
It was me. It was me. It was me and my coworker, and he had one arm, I had the other, and he was just talking 9 miles of shit. But
I remember.
he's like, I fuck up laws, and he went like that, and then we put him on the wall and stuff.
Yeah, it's always funny, man, when the littlest inmate tries to buck up to the biggest dude. It always makes me laugh. It's like, hey, dude, I'm 360 pounds on boy.
Yeah.
Kick rocks.
But you also have to be aware that sometimes these guys they're slick enough, they're sneaky enough, so they can damage you.
Oh, for sure.
They can hurt you.
For sure. And
And
whether
so
it be with their hand or with a weapon,
Yeah.
because, you know, some of them can't fight. And,
Yeah.
You know, and I don't think I'm all Billy Badass, you know what I mean? But I know what I got. I know what I can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm not saying, you know, there's not somebody out there who's bigger, better, badder than me, but you have to try real hard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm not a pushover.
Yeah.
You know, so I know what I can do. I hope you can match my energy.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So it's stuff like that that can stress you out, that can make you a little insecure. Like if I see a guy, because this guy that they were handling, he was big. I'm like, I know by myself I couldn't handle him. He gonna wipe the floor with me.
Yeah, yeah.
So it makes me feel a little insecure about myself. Like, oh my god, like I'm weak. I'm a weak, pathetic man who can't.
A weak, pathetic
Handle
man.
his business.
Never in my years of TDCJ have thought I'm a weak, pathetic
But I mean,
man.
think of your background and how you grew up.
That's true. That's true.
You fought a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
And you had siblings
That I fought with.
That you fought with.
Assholes.
Like I had siblings, but I beat my siblings up because I was the oldest one, so I didn't have anybody who was toe to toe with me. Growing up, because like I was the one that was, hey, you're in charge. Make sure your brother and sister do what they do, and of course they didn't do what they were supposed to do, their chores or whatever. So I'd have to get handled by my parents, and then so I would handle them. And so I didn't have anybody to fight with. And then when I went to school, I kept to myself. And so I didn't get into. I got into
because you were a bully at home, asshole.
yeah. So I didn't get into fights at school because I didn't want to mess with nobody. Because I was like, man, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. I don't want to fucking mess with nobody.
Yeah.
And so the one fight I did get into, it was in like 6th grade. It wasn't even a fight. Like I rushed him, I tackled him, and he grabbed me by the head and he punched me twice in the face, and that was it. And we stopped.
Wow.
Yeah, that was it.
That's
that was it. That was the most fighting I've ever in my career. So
funny.
yeah,
So would you say you won or lost that fight?
I definitely lost that fight. I didn't hit him once. He hit me twice.
That don't mean you lost. I've seen. Let's say. Let me see. Let's say like this is A. This is B, and clearly B's bigger than A, and B beat the brakes off A. You know, come out black eye, busted lip, concussion, but A got that one solid hit, knocked B out. A looked like he lost, but he really won.
Well, I didn't hit him, so like I
guess.
You know
I
what
guess
I'm
that's fair.
by points wise, he had 2 hits on me. I had 0 points.
Fair. That's fair.
So your childhood up until you were an adult, you did a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
So you're confident in your fighting skills and your ability to
wouldn't-
handle yourself.
I wouldn't say my confidence in my fighting skills. It's more of
Handling yourself.
I'm gonna handle mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna take care of.
Now, yes, I've been in the military, and so I do have some training, and I know how to
Get
evade.
back.
I know how to evade some kind of punches and stuff. I can evade some techniques. Now, I don't have a lot of stopping power. I don't have a lot of strength, so I can't won't hit you once and knock you out. So I do mine as a lot of evading. So I'm a more of a I get out the way, and then I'm gonna back up and I'm gonna call for assistance or whatever. But it makes me feel insecure when I see a guy whose arms is as big as my head
That's a big motherfucker.
and I have to escort him. Like, no, thank you. I'm good.
Sounds like a good time to me.
Yeah. And I've seen it. I mean, these guys, all they do is work out.
No, for
Especially
real.
the ones that are like in the cell all day.
For
all they do
real.
is work out. And
And
so
I'm over here fat, stuffing
Yeah.
my face with some ramen noodles.
I mean, I went to this guy was in hand restraints and he could easily have popped the hand restraints. I went to go grab his arm. His arm felt like a cinder block.
John Coffey.
Yeah, just as like a block of fucking muscle. And I'm like, if this guy breaks out of his cuffs, I'm dead. He's going to squish me. But that comes the courage. That comes the perseverance. That comes the integrity. Because you still have to escort him. You still have to take him to where he needs to go.
You still gotta show that you're not afraid.
Yeah, absolutely.
In a scary situation.
Exactly.
You know, a perfect example, all those riots, man. Those riots that happened at A
Oh,
Building.
yeah.
You know, I'm not going to sit here and be like, hey, man, I'm a weenie. I was terrified. I was a little scared, you know, because you hear all the loud noises. You see the fires. You see the glass breaking. You see what's going on, man. And it scares you a little bit. That's where that fight or flight kicks in, where you have to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But just because you're doing what you got to do don't mean you ain't scared.
Yeah.
You know, I was in there doing what I had to do, helping out, doing whatever the case may be, whether it was verbal de-escalation, whether it was grabbing some dudes, putting them in cuffs, throwing them out, you know, whatever the case may be. I was in there doing what I had to do.
His butt was puckered, but he was doing it.
You know, hey, man, I ain't like nobody. Was I afraid? A little bit. Was I enjoying the controlled chaos?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, man. My adrenaline kicked in. I was on this high, dude. I was on a roll. I live for that shit. I live for the violence. I live for the controlled chaos, man. It's one of my favorite things. You know, like I said,
Nothing like the smell of CS gas when you walk into
and not even just CS gas. The smell of gas, the smell of fire, smell of burnt plastic, mattresses,
booty hole,
burnt asshole because somebody done burnt themselves in the corner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, I'm telling you, man, that's my shit. I wake up every day just to go live this crazy ass life.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not in the same sense. I'm not sitting here saying I'm an adrenaline junkie because I'll tell you right now, you tell me to go jump off a really high bridge, I'm not gonna do that, bro. What the hell? No.
I do want to backtrack a little bit.
Go jump out of a plane?
Yeah.
Why would I jump out of a perfectly good plane? The fuck?
I'm gonna backtrack a little bit with this mental health issues. Again, if y'all need assistance, please dial 988.
988.
Talk to whoever is there to get the assistance that you need. Comment with us, DM us. We are more than happy to talk with y'all. www.lifelong988, I believe that's what it is, .org.
I'll
put the link. I'll put the link up here.
That's your department, man.
I'll put the link up. But please talk to somebody. If you're having issues, if you need help, talk to somebody. That's what we're here for. I got 2 ears and they work just fine. I can listen to your problems.
Yes. I have 2 ears and they work just fine. I will listen to your problems. I will give you my best advice on what I would do in these situations. Granted, mine might be a little left field sometimes, depending on the situation, because I feel when it comes to certain events, I feel very strongly for what I feel and what I would do.
And even if you don't want advice, if you just want to vent, just talk to us.
Yeah, man.
Talk to somebody.
Yeah,
Because
it don't even have to be
everybody
me or this ugly ass dude. It
Yeah.
could be your dog. Talk to your dog. Talk to your neighbor. Talk to a random stranger. Hey, man, you got a minute? I need to talk to you. I'm just playing. Don't do that.
But,
call 988-988.
Yeah.
You need to hear it in Spanish.
But I digress. I tend to try not to take things home. Try not to.
That's hard.
We're gonna talk about this issue.
That is hard.
Taking stuff, your experiences home.
This is a very sensitive subject for me.
Yeah.
Because I hate when people people shame us and down us, man. Like, what do you mean you take that shit home? Why? How come? It's not that bad. Ooh, motherfucker. It is very hard to turn off work mode.
Yeah.
Especially when you've been doing it for 12 to 16 hours a day.
Yeah.
In life, you might not have the perfect situation to come home to, whether it be a wife, whether it be kids, whether it be just kids, just a wife, a dinner. You might come home to an empty ass fucking house.
Yeah.
You know, whatever the case may be, you go home to something and or nothing.
Yeah.
You know, so and that's where the real difficulty starts to come in, man. You can't tell me how to come home.
Yeah.
You don't know what I'm going home to. I could be coming home to a fucking very angry wife, a very angry girlfriend, a very angry fucking pet chihuahua.
Yeah.
And we know how crazy those little fuckers are.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? We could be coming home to anything. I might be coming home to a badass home cooked meal in the shower, but my homeboy's going home to his wife being very mad that he didn't take out the trash.
Yeah.
You know, or
he had to
hey,
stay
man,
late where it wasn't his fault.
Hey,
or
why'd
whatever.
you stay late and not call me?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
yeah.
you go from violence to go home and get yelled at.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hear that shit. I'm
So-
not trying to hear that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thankfully have a very supportive wife and pays attention to how I come home.
Yeah.
You know, because she knows instantly if I come home and I'm quiet, don't fuck with me. Leave me alone for at least 20, 30 minutes. Give me a minute.
Decompress and all that stuff.
When I come and talk to you, we're good.
Yeah.
You know, if I come home and I go straight for that liquor bottle, you know, pour me a glass, drink it, I'm going to take a shower, I'll be back in a little bit. Or if I just drink that motherfucker straight from the bottle. You know, sometimes I just come home, hey, babe, how was your day? You know, cool. I'm going to shower. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I do a lot of. Sometimes I'll just sit in the car for a little bit just to decompress.
And the thing is, you know, I live 5 to 8 minutes from the unit. You live, I want to say a good 12.
Yeah, I can.
You know, you have more of a time to go home and drive home, listen to music or listen to nothing. Sometimes I drive home in silence.
Yeah.
You know, to get that decompression. I don't. I live down the road. You know, and then I get home and I have my husband duties that I have to do. You know, whether it be taking out the trash, whether it be feeding the dogs, whether it be whatever the case may be.
Honeydews.
You know what I mean? I have my honeydew list I have to do when I get home. You know, so sometimes I don't get that break. You know, I don't get that. Let me chill in the car. You know, sometimes as soon as I get in the car, my mom calls, my dad calls, my little brother calls, my coworker calls. Bro, nigga, I just seen. My coworker calls. Bro, I just seen you 10 minutes ago. Why you calling me?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Why you calling me, dog?
Yeah.
I'm trying to go home.
I get that.
You know, and it's very hard not to bring what we do home.
Yeah.
That's like me trying to tell a cop, hey man, you just killed somebody today, but don't let that worry. Don't let it bother you, man. Go home and go to sleep.
Yeah, because all the dead bodies we've seen, all the brutal attacks, all the blood, and it's hard not to take that home. What helps though is having that lifeline, having that person who you can talk to, who you can vent with, to get those things out. They may not understand what's going on. They may not really like.
Our production manager's laughing in the background. Give us a minute.
She's going, you gonna sneeze? Oh, yeah. Choking?
She's dying. She's a little sick. It's alright. But
You good?
You all right there?
You mean to call 988?
I called 9 Juan. Bloopers, guys. Bloopers.
So it's nice to have somebody to go to vent all this stuff, even if they don't understand, if they don't know what's going on.
That's another, man, like hard thing. You try to explain to somebody what we do every day who doesn't know.
Yeah.
They look at you like you're crazy. So then you start to feel some type of way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, fuck, am I crazy? Am I wrong for doing this? should I even be doing this? Is this something that I can continue to do? You know, a lot of people, you come to the penitentiary and you build that family at work. Well, guess what? When you get out of work, guess who you talk to? That family.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, guess what? They understand.
Yep.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
And that's
you know?
and to kind of segue into another topic, building relationships with people in the penitentiary, with your coworkers.
Yep.
You got to be very careful
For sure.
because you have to remember you spend
Sure.
6 days a week,
7 days a week.
16 hours a day with these people.
12 to 16 hours a day. So what it is, you work, your schedule, it's half a year. You spend half a year, you do your overtime, you spend a little more than half a year. Man, I've been doing this, like I said, damn near 10 years, and I have maybe had 2 holidays off. One Thanksgiving, one Christmas. Other than that, man, I worked. I worked Christmas, I worked Thanksgiving, I worked fucking Halloween, Kwanzaa, fucking Memorial Day, Labor Day, whatever you call it, man. I was at work.
Yeah.
I was at work. I had, grateful, like I said, I had my Halloween or I had my Christmas or my Thanksgiving off in sometime in that 10 years.
Yeah.
But, I had that time off. But you spend so much time at work with these people that those are your friends.
Yeah.
That's your family. When shit hits the fan, that's the dude that's going to come save me.
Yeah.
Or, damn, man, when shit hits the fan, that motherfucker ain't going to come save me.
And it's crazy because, moving to this town, this prison town, I met who I now have become some of my best friends in the prison. Like one of the 4 big backs, Zach. I met him my first year on OJT. He was one of my mentors. And I've known him, we've been friends for the last 11 years. John here, I met at the prison. And we've been friends, these last,
3, 4 years?
And we've become close friends. I've seen him naked. He
Not
doesn't know.
naked.
He doesn't know I seen him naked,
What
but
the
I've
fuck?
seen him.
He's not seen me naked.
And
maybe
so-
in my boxers, because I'm a man, he's a man. Hey, bro, you know what a man looks like in his boxers. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
So, and they become, and then I bet, I have my ex-wife, but I have my son, because of the people that I met in the prison. Of course, it didn't work out between me and his mom, but I still have my son, and I love my son to death. And then, I have, my girlfriend who is the cousin of the wife of Zach. So, meeting these people, it's kind of webbed into now I have my family and stuff like that. So it's pretty good little network that I can actually talk to people, and it's somebody who understands the prison I can talk to if I'm having a bad day or whatever.
For sure.
And then like my girlfriend's parents were in the prison system. So she understands what's going on, and I can even talk to her dad if I need to or whatever. And so it's just building that relationship has opened up a whole new world for me, and it's great. So once you get to know these people, like you said, you build friendships for decades. And sometimes it's good, and then sometimes it's bad, because sometimes you meet people who you just don't get along with.
Yeah, and it happens, man.
But you still have to work with them.
Or you meet those people that you can't really get along with at work because you have 2 different work ethics.
Yeah, true.
But in the world, outside of work, that's a good dude. Or that's a good chick. That's a good person. It's a good individual.
Yeah.
But at work, man, I can't fucking stand you.
Yeah.
But hey, man, after work, let's go get a beer.
Yeah.
Let's hang out. Cool, I got you.
Yeah.
But at work, stay the fuck away from me.
But I will say, kind of, don't mix business with pleasure. Be very careful with that, because I learned the hard way. That's why I'm 1 times divorced. Because I did end up doing that, and it didn't turn out right. But to each their own. People have gotten married.
All I gotta say
People
is
have
you
found
don't-
their-
you don't find love in the penitentiary.
Yeah, they found their significant other. And unfortunately, we've had some women and a couple men
a couple men too.
who have gone and found love with an inmate. And
That's a big no.
big no.
Very big.
Especially if you wear the uniform and then you want to go in there and it's just...
And especially if you were a supervisor.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're a supervisor too, man. I've known a couple supervisors. You know what's crazy? I've known a couple supervisors that fell in love with inmates, through their entire career way. I knew a couple supervisors, man, that were out there doing some very raunchy things to their stepkids.
Oh my god.
Got picked up in front of the unit.
Oh my god.
Coming out of work, picked up, hey, man, you're going to jail. What? You know, it's crazy, dude. You know, but like I said, man, just because I wear a uniform don't mean I'm perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Don't mean I'm not out there fucking up somewhere. I got a speeding ticket the other day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Granted, speeding ticket, doing something very shady. You know, it's two different things.
Yeah,
but
I saw
at
a
the
guy
end of the
an officer get picked up for domestic violence.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just, and he was a very
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
yeah.
I think I know who you're talking about.
He was a little disgruntled.
And that guy used to be a supervisor too.
Yep, absolutely. You know
Okay.
exactly who I'm talking about.
Yes, I do. That guy used to be a supervisor too. I remember that.
And so, and who's to say that wasn't because of what he saw, what he's gone through, what he witnessed.
I know
and
some of my night
experienced.
terrors get pretty insane. You know, some of my nightmares and shit that I have get pretty insane.
Yeah.
I jump out of bed. You know, I try to roll over, fight my old lady. You know what I mean? Believe me,
Of course, she beats your ass, but I understand.
100%. I like it.
I bet you do.
And your point is, you fucked up at it. I like it.
So I just understand that, you know, if you're starting to see that you're changing in a way that you don't like, go see somebody. See a therapist.
For sure. Doctors on Demand's free.
Doctors on Demand.
If you live in our state.
Yeah,
if
they
you
do.
live in our state.
They do therapy.
I don't know about other states, but if you live in our state, Doctors on Demand's free. And it's virtual. You can do it from inside your house. Laying in your bed in your boxers covered up, man, I don't feel good. You know, or talk to a mental health professional.
Yeah, there's plenty of mental health professionals.
But granted, they are limited to what they can do, as in what services they could provide, what they could prescribe to you. They are very limited on what they can and can't do.
Because, you know, the experiences you have change you.
For sure.
Change you. It doesn't matter if it's the prison, if it's in school, if it's, you know, police or whatever.
It's the desensitization. I don't think that's a real word.
I don't think that's a word, but
I don't think it's a rule. But
it sounds good. It sounds good.
It's you're desensitized. You're just kind of like, damn, man, all right, cool.
Yeah.
You know? Man, what is that word, bro?
I'm not sure.
It's gonna bug me for the rest of 20 years until I figure it out.
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. This is like,
you're desensitized.
yeah, you're just desensitized.
You're not
that works. That's fine like that.
Yeah, there you go. Desensitized.
So, you know, find outlets that'll help you decompress. That'll help you figure things. You know, work things out so you're not so worked up all the time and pissed off and all that stuff. Like you know, for us, Magic the Gathering allows us to interact with each other, yell at each other, have a good time, you know, kill each other's creatures, do whatever we got to do, just to kind of
I
de-stress.
just want to throw it out there. Not this last time, but the time before that, when we played Magic the Gathering here at my house, somebody got a little salty.
I mean, I'm just saying I was targeted the entire night.
To be fair, every time you come here,
I'm a little salty.
I am abused. And we know this, and it is what it is, dog.
Speaking of
Magic, you know
Magic,
what you do, and you know what you did.
Speaking of Magic, we will be playing a game in the next couple days, and I'm going to try to record it. We're going to try to record it.
Ooh, experiments.
We're going to try to get a good commander, at least once a week, a commander game in, so you can see what it's like with us, how we talk to each other, how we have a good time. Yes, some of us get angry, some of us get salty, but in the end, it is all in fun because we love each other and we love hanging out with each other.
They just get real competitive, man. And I understand, man. You're either in it to win it or not. You're the first or last, right, Ricky Bobby?
Ricky Bobby. But have you seen...
At this point, I just do it to be a menace.
Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about Magic right now. Have you seen the previews for the Secret Lair
of Spider-Man?
Of Spider-Man.
Where it looks like the Daily Bugle?
Yes.
I have seen it, glanced at it. I have not taken the time to sit there and look at the actual cards, the art, what cards they are. But I have seen it scrolling past on Instagram to see.
I am a little upset, though, that we are not getting commander decks for Spider-Man. We are getting a lot of commanders. Staples, but we're not getting any commander decks. Which
I'm not really that fucked up about it.
Yeah.
We didn't get any for SpongeBob. You know?
It's true. It is true.
SpongeBob was a big deal.
And then they got that spectacular Spider-Man card.
You know.
Matter of fact, let me look that up real quick. That's gonna have like 7 different versions of it.
Are we doing another Sire 7? Oh no, that's a whole different thing.
No, yeah, that's a whole.
While he looks that up, let me bust out my binder real quick. While we're on the topic of Magic the Gathering. So those of you that don't know, Magic has done a lot of collabs with a bunch of different characters, a bunch of different things, and this is one of my favorite collabs right here. I am a big horror movie, not horror movie fanatic, and this is one of my favorite secret layers. So this is called Patchwork Chucky. It is a stuffy doll for 5 generic. It is an artifact creature construct. Indestructible. As Patchy Chucky enters, choose a player. Whenever Patchy Chucky is dealt damage, it does that much damage to the chosen player. Excuse me. You can tap Patchy Chucky, it does 1 damage to itself. With it being indestructible, it doesn't die. It is one of my favorites. Like I said, horror movies are my go-to, and the fact that they brought Chucky into the not MCU but the MTG, universe is pretty awesome. Let me see if I have any.
I have been enjoying the Universes Beyond sets, but I do think, I don't know if you agree or not, that Magic has been putting out a lot of sets too quickly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I am
for sure.
I'm unable
I'm not gonna
to
lie. I talked a lot of shit about like the SpongeBob ones. You know what I mean? Like this is a SpongeBob secret lair. This is Toxrill the Corrosive. How do you say that? Toxrill the Corrosive. And it's Gary the Snail. Again, that's a pretty cool one. For those of y'all that don't know, Post Malone is a very big Magic the Gathering.
Shout out to Post Malone. We love you. We want to play Magic with you one day.
Nah, for real. I just want to meet you, dog. You just seem cool as shit. But this card is actually made from Wizards of the Coast and Post Malone. That is a picture of Post Malone posing as this character. It's called Post Son of Rich, and the card itself is called Crick Son of Yawgmoth. He actually has a couple. He has that one. He has Post the Intruder, Post Sigil. What is that? Post the Sigil?
Sigil.
Post the Sigil. I can't read. And Post Citadel. So he's got a lot of cool things, man. I think that was a secret lair, wasn't it? Yeah, it sure was. One of my favorite artists in manga is Junji Ito, and they had a secret layer of Junji Ito art, which made me very happy because Junji Ito is a horror manga writer, and me liking scary movies, that's one of my go-tos. And I got the whole entire set in foil and non-foil, but they are in Japanese, which is cool. I like to collect them. Also, another cool thing that people do with Magic the Gathering is they make proxies. Proxies are fake replacement cards, not meant to be sold, but just used. This is a ghost face proxy.
And they are not tournament legal.
They're not tournament legal. It depends on what tournament you go to, because some LGSs will let you.
Well, no, what I mean is like standard and not standard legal. So yeah, okay, Commanders. Like,
this is ghost face. It's not a real card. I mean, it's a real card because it's made like a real card, but it's not a legal card, I should say, in Magic the Gathering. We also got, like, I have this Dragon Ball Z. I got Michael Myers. Proxies, but I'm trying to see if I have any other secret layers. Oh, right here I have Optimus Prime, and I have.
You have Optimus Prime? That sounds familiar.
I don't know where I got it from. I got Optimus Prime and Megatron. Megatron, Optimus Prime. More secret layers that they've just brought to the Magic the Gathering universe.
Here, the Spectacular Spicy. So you got all these different versions of Spectacular Spider-Man, and I'll put pictures up so everybody can see. But that's supposed to be like the chase card.
Why is there so many?
It's just different outfits.
That's crazy.
Different suits.
And like I already told you about the Deadpool, we got the Deadpool in here. You know, he was introduced into the MCU. The Transformers. I got Ratchet. I got Prowl, Slicer, which is actually Slicer is one of the number one CEDH commanders.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a Slicer deck. It's not optimized fully, but it's pretty.
I do want
pretty
to.
out there.
I do want to say that if anybody is looking for two guys who you want to help open product on camera, we are more than welcome. We are more than willing to help.
I like
please,
opening stuff.
Please contact us because we want to open product for other people. We want to open just product in general because I love ripping packs.
And on
It's
the cool,
expensive.
So we see it differently, right? I used to be, you know, like I said, when Outlaws of Thunder Junction came out, when I re-jumped into Magic the Gathering, I jumped into it pretty heavy, and I bought box after box after box after box. I only pulled one, like, legit card, and it was Mana Drain, which this dude fucking, hey man, let me buy that.
I bought it from him.
We traded something, I don't remember what it was. We traded other cards, and I was like, yeah, bro, here, I don't really, you know, I don't know any better, you know. And then ever since then, what came out? Foundations had came out. Phyrexia All Will Be One came out, and I wanted that Shieldred. And Phyrexia All Will Be One is my favorite set so far since I re-jumped back into Magic the Gathering. I love Phyrexian lore, I guess. And Shieldred, that's mommy. Everybody knows that. Shieldred, Elish Norn's mommy, Mother Machine, literally mother in her title. That's mommy. She can get it. Shieldred can get it. Back to topic. I fucked with Phyrexia All Will Be One really, really hard.
That was a good set.
I opened a bunch. I never got anything.
Yeah.
I mean, so that really like killed it for me. I'll just go buy the card. Fuck all that. I can buy the card for $20, $30, $40, $100 as opposed to spending $5 grand, $6 grand, $10 grand on trying to chase it. Granted, I understand that chase is worth, you know, when you do pull it.
Yeah.
God damn, bro! I just spent $10 grand, got this one card that's $100.
Yeah.
That math ain't mathing for me, dog. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand, I know you like to chase.
I love ripping packs.
Man,
it's the gamble. I'm a gambler.
I will rip packs. I like to rip packs, but I don't get as excited as you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it comes to ripping the packs.
Yeah, so if anybody has like an online store they want us to film for you,
you know, just film us opening you some product, man.
Just let us know.
I'll send the product back to you. You can have it, dog. I just want to open it.
Yeah.
You know, create content for our
Put
followers,
our name out there. You know,
your followers. You
DM
know,
us.
Hey man, you mind opening this box? Hey bro, I got you.
Yeah.
Got you. I open this box, I record content. Like I say, you can have it. I'll send you the hits back. I'll send you everything back. Hey bro, here's your box. Here's everything that came inside of it. I'll send it back. I'm not tripping.
And you know, and also if you'd like, we can also we'll play other games, and we can play like other like card games, board games, whatever the case may be.
Make fun of me if you want. I'm real big into Clue.
I like Clue. Clue's a good game.
Clue goes hard.
We'll do other content and stuff like that. But
there's a game called Horrified that is really, really hard, and it is a horror-based game based off the classics, The Invisible Man, I Love Her, Frankenstein, The Wolf Man. You know what I mean? It's based off classic horror movies, so that might be something we might jump into on, you know, future episodes. And
we'll get other people to join us, and we get like a bunch of different games playing. We just want to, you know, get a different content.
We're
Something that'll
we're brand new. This is episode 1742.
You know, just something that get our mind off of things, something that'll help us decompress, de-stress, and just have fun. Because again, that's what we want to do. We want to bring fun, enjoyment. You know, some content. You know, entertainment. That way, you know, if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling down, just
you're feeling blue. My boy Icarus here might be able to help you.
You know, something that we can probably try to help you out with. Now, I'll try to see. We'll get polls to see what kind of games we can play and stuff like that.
Or just comment, you know, hey man, why don't you try this?
Yeah. Or hey, we played this game at our group.
Ask us, what do you think about this magic card? You know, little things we can go later and hey man, you know, so and so, you know, EFTP 69 ! stated, "Hey, what do we think about the first sliver?
Yeah.
What do we think about slivers in general?
Yeah.
You know, we could talk about it. Discuss.
Yeah. Put in
it,
your
the
comments. What's your
topics, whatever,
favorite
you know what I'm saying? What your favorite commander
creatures
is,
are?
what your
or-
favorite color combination is.
Yeah.
You know, anything like that.
So, if y'all have any questions, please DM us. Let
Don't
us
be
know.
afraid.
We're here 24/7, or at least somebody will be able to get in contact with you.
24/7. But we
Again,
sleep though.
yeah. I want to thank our partners, Dubby, for the wonderful flavors they've sent us that we were able to try out. These cool
Dubby.
shakers, and again,
And these are good quality. They're good quality too. They don't look cheaply made. This sticker is not like just on here where you can rip it off. These are actually pretty good
Yeah.
shakers, man.
I do
they're
like 'em.
BPA free. They're dishwasher safe. You know what I'm saying? For all those people that are like real weird about that, hey man, they're BPA free.
So go to www.dubby.gg, and again at checkout use EFTP69 and you'll get 10% off your order.
10% is better than no percent.
That's what I'm saying. And once again, for all you who need help, 988, dial 988,
Nueve Ocho Ocho.
and please talk to somebody. Again, I am Louie,
I am John.
and we are
Echoes
Echoes
from
from the
the
Pod.
Pod.